Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to Module 16, which is technically the last module of the class before we move into the dreaded final exam. Now, as we enter into this particular time, there's a few things that it is imperative that you understand, and that is, please note the dates. Module 16 ends on a Friday, not your traditional Sunday. So all of your work has to be turned in before May the 7th. And the reason for that is that your final exam is May 8th, 9th, and 10th. So you have to get it in before the end of the day on May 7th. Also, please note that because of the short turnaround that I have to get all grades to the college, absolutely, without any exceptions, no late work will be accepted, no matter what. I cannot do it. So it is important that you note the date, get the assignment in, and that you're submitting the right assignment. One other thing that I would encourage you to do is when you submit the assignment, go back and click on what you submitted to make sure that it's the right project. Sometimes people have uploaded their instructions, or maybe it was something from Spanish class or some other document that was not what I needed. I can't do anything about that, unfortunately, and you know, there's no late work, and I'm not able to email you and tell you, hey, you sent the wrong thing. This is where accountability and responsibility falls solely on you. So make sure that by the 11:55 p.m. on May the 7th, you have submitted both assignments that are due this week. Now, what are those assignments? Well, the first one is a couple videos, and then you're going to be completing a discussion forum where you will talk about internet and kind of how the internet has changed us, and you'll do the same thing you've been doing with your discussion forums. Just remember, you're moving everything back to being due. Initial form is due on Thursday night. Your replies are due on Friday night. In addition, your research project that you have been working on all semester is due Friday night, May the 7th. I just want to highlight a few things as it relates to that. I'll pull it up here if I can. Here's where we've been for this class. Of course, we did part 1, part 2, part 3. We're now doing part 4. Notice May 7th, 11:55. You can scroll down to part 4, and here it is. This is taking all the information that you've done, and what you're now going to do is you're not writing a paper, but you're going to be giving me a PowerPoint presentation that is going to demonstrate your research and what you have discovered. Please note, minimum 25 PowerPoint slides. You need to include in those slides both picture and text. And the text that you submit also needs to be done in a way that you can, it's creative, it's colorful, it catches your attention. So you've got your text, which is visible, and then you have pictures that coordinate. So a minimum of 25 slides. You need an introduction, and you need a works cited page. So you have to have a title page, and you have to have a works cited page that has your 5 sources. Those are not included in the 25. So that would be minimum 27, correct? Double check your spelling, grammar, format. This is the final part. It is a very important part of your project. Make sure that you've done this to the very best of your ability. Once again, you're not writing a paper. This 4th part is right here. It is a PowerPoint presentation that you will upload in Moodle to be graded. All right. So, discussion forum, final research project, both of those are due by May the 7th. And then what will happen is May 8th, 9th, and 10th will be our final exam. Notice that starts on a Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, which means that it will be open for you to take whenever it's convenient for you. So you have until May 10th at 11:55 to take it. I strongly advise you not to wait until May the 10th at 11:55, but you do have the opportunity to take it whenever it works according to your schedule in those respective days. You have a video here that will be helpful to you to watch as well. And then you will have your exam. As I click on the exam, what you're going to see here is you can only take the exam once. You need to make sure that you have adequate time, good internet connection. It is open book and it's open notes, but it's also strictly timed. You only have a certain amount of time to complete your exam. Now, I would hope that you have your postman questions. And once again, this is kind of where hopefully you did a good job in the answering of your postman questions, because if you kind of took the easy rate out in the weeks of the class when those assignments were done, you might have got by somewhat with that, but you might not get by on the final exam, because I'm testing you on what you've learned throughout the course. All right, so the exam's worth 100 points. I think there's about 50 questions on there that you will answer, and it comes from everything that we did this semester. So review your notes, have your readings nearby. That will guide you as we move forward in our exam. That closes May the 10th. So if you don't complete it by May 10th, unfortunately, that's a zero. So you want to make sure that you're managing your time this week. Manage your time. I will get your other assignments back to you as soon as possible. I hope that you have a wonderful week. Do not procrastinate. This is your last week. Give it your very best. Do what you can do to be successful, and we'll be finished with great grades, right? So hope you have a great rest of the week, great beginning of the week. And as always, reach out to me if you have any questions. Take care. Have a great day.